Guys, the time has come to put a dash cam in our BMW M2. The reason is when people like my brother drive the car and crash it and say they didn't crack my lip, I can go back and watch the footage and confirm who cracked my lip, or if there's an accident. I don't need to convince you guys. We all know why you should get a dash cam. The question is, what dash cam do we want? Here we have two of the best rated dash cams that we can find. So BlackVue have a huge name for themselves. This is the DR750X Plus. We're gonna get rid of that. Here we have the Gnet G-On system. Now, why we're gonna be using this camera, it has the same CMOS sensor as the BlackVue. It comes with a larger SD card. It's front and rear. It's made in Korea as well, same as BlackVue. And overall, it's a cheaper product. So you're getting the exact same features without a hefty price tag. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fit it today and we're gonna go through and show you all the features. The recording image quality on this thing is absolutely insane, which you'll see later on in the video. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right guys, this is the Gnet G-On camera. So in the kit, you're gonna have a massive 128GB SD card. Okay, now that you can change the size that you want. We will have this linked on our website as well if you wanna go ahead and pick one up. We've got the front camera itself. Okay, so that's a very nice, sleek looking camera. We're gonna be able to hide all that wiring, get it looking really neat in the car. Okay, so that's on the front windscreen. And we've got the rear camera, nice and small, out of the way. And then underneath, we have got some wiring that we're gonna go through. So we've got the power harness here, GPS antenna, things like that. The rear camera cable, and some instructions. And that's pretty much all you need. So we're gonna go through to a really neat installation. I'm not sure how much of the install we're gonna show you. It is a BMW M2, so if you do wanna see like the full installation on this particular car, happy to show you. But we'll probably just give you some pointers here and there as we go, because you do need to run the power cables to the boot of the car. Okay, so let's jump in. So we've got the front camera here. Now I'm just looking at where we're gonna mount it. I'm thinking right here. So there's a nice little sort of cutout in the matrix on the window there. It's gonna be out of my way as the driver. And these cameras do have a wide angle lens. So even though it's on the passenger side, it's still gonna get a whole bunch of the front of the car. If you have it down here, there's more wiring that you're going to see, and here is just in the way. So I'm thinking right there, we'll plug in our cables. So we've got the power cable, GPS, and rear camera cable. This panel here, you can pull down on it and tuck the cable underneath. We can actually pull them apart so they separate, like that, and you can remove one side. So I've got that side off. This side removes as well if you want, or you can just leave it on. Get the cabling underneath, and then you can just clip that back on. It's very easy to clip on. You just sit it against the window, line it up with that, press it in, it's on. So we'll get that done and show you how it looks. All right guys, once we've got the camera mounted, we've tucked the cabling underneath this panel, got it underneath here, and then we've got our power cable. So we're gonna run that down, and that's gonna run along the body into the boot. Now you're gonna have to extend that because it's not very long. Same as any other brand camera as well. To get to the back of the car, you have to extend them. So we'll extend that. The other part there is the GPS antenna. So we've just mounted it here. We'll tape that wiring up. And then the last part is the rear camera cable. And so we're gonna use our snake, which is a yellow tongue. We'll run it in the roof lining above the airbags, all the way to the back, pull it through with the cable, and then mount the rear camera. So that's nice and easy. If you need any more help on that exact part, drop a comment below. Maybe we'll do an in-depth review. We do a lot of these cars. Okay, so once we've got our power harness out of the way, because we need to extend it, we've got our rear camera cable. So I've just taped up most of that cable and tapped it onto our yellow tongue. That's gonna run above the airbags, as you can see, all the way to the back of the car. We've secured the loom with some tape. We're just gonna pull it through, and we just take as much as we need, and then the rest of the length, we'll bundle it up and tuck it up under here above the airbag. That'll pretty much be the front section done. We'll mount the rear camera. We'll get this run to the back of the car, and I'll give you some tips on how to connect this up. All right guys, so we've run the powers underneath the bottom panels of the car, behind the back seat to the boot. Constant power, you want to go to the battery. So you can see here we've had a little terminal right there with a fuse. Ignition we get from the fuse box right there, 5 amp fuse, and ground is right here. Okay, that's pretty much all we're going to show you. You can see it's a really clean install. You don't even see where our wiring is, of course. So that's that section done. Camera's now on. You can kind of see the light for the rear camera that we've already run as well. And you saw how we did that earlier with the snake. So we ran the snake through, removed the C pillar, pull the cabling through, pretty straightforward. If, like I said before, if you have any questions about this particular vehicle and a dash camera install, drop a comment below or head to the website www.shoptfb.com. Camera's on, powered up. So you can see here, that's how it looks from the inside of the car. So sitting on the driver's seat, you're not going to see any of that. It's going to be totally out of the way, which is perfect. And we'll get you a look from the front as well. Guys, I just want to show you how easy it is to connect to the camera. So we've got the camera in the car. You just need to go over to Wi-Fi, find the Gnet, put in the password, and then you're going to go ahead and download the Gnet app from the App Store. That's what it looks like right there. Okay, go ahead and connect to the camera. Real-time video. This isn't even full resolution, and we can already see the number plate. Let me make that bigger. On that car. I know on a BlackVue, when it's low res, you can't even get a number plate. So that's how it looks. Front camera. That's the rear camera. You can go through, look at all the recorded footage. Okay, so that'll load and show you all of the footage. It'll be normal recording, impact detection, parking mode, all that sort of stuff. And then we have to go through and set the time and date, so we'll get that set up. But that's pretty much the job done. We're gonna insert some clips of driving footage, so I'll go for a drive and show you how it looks, front and rear. And that is pretty much it. This exact camera we're gonna have on the website. So if you want to pick one up, it'll be there, or if you want to reach out to us, it's www.shoptfb.com. And that is pretty much it. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll catch you all in the next one.